Your heart is supposed to follow a steady rhythm. When that rhythm suddenly feels off, skipping, racing, or pounding, it can be unsettling. Many people experience an irregular heartbeat at some point in their lives. Sometimes it's harmless. Other times, it can signal a serious problem that shouldn't be ignored. The challenge is knowing the difference. An irregular heartbeat, also known as an arrhythmia, can happen for many reasons. Stress, dehydration, caffeine, certain medications, or lack of sleep can temporarily affect how the heart beats. In other cases, the cause may involve the heart's electrical system, underlying cardiovascular disease, or other medical conditions. The problem is that the sensations often feel similar. A harmless skipped beat can feel alarming. At the same time, a dangerous rhythm disturbance may initially feel mild. Because of this, people often struggle to decide when to monitor the situation and when to seek medical attention. Understanding a few practical warning signs can help you interpret what your body might be telling you. First, consider how long the irregular heartbeat lasts. A brief flutter or a single skipped beat is common and usually harmless for healthy adults. Many people experience these occasionally without any underlying heart disease. These short episodes often happen when the body releases adrenaline or when the nervous system is under stress. However, when the irregular rhythm continues for several minutes or longer, especially if it happens repeatedly, it becomes more important to pay attention. Persistent rhythm changes may indicate that the heart's electrical signals are not coordinating properly. Duration alone does not confirm danger, but it provides an important clue. The second factor is how fast the heart is beating. A racing heartbeat during exercise, anxiety, or physical exertion is normal. The heart naturally speeds up to supply oxygen to the body. But when the heart suddenly races while you are resting, the situation deserves closer attention. If the heartbeat feels extremely rapid or chaotic without an obvious trigger, it could be related to conditions such as atrial fibrillation or other forms of arrhythmia. These rhythms may reduce the efficiency of the heart's pumping action. A key question to ask yourself is simple: did this happen suddenly while I was at rest? If the answer is yes, it's worth taking the episode seriously. The third sign involves how the rest of your body reacts. Sometimes an irregular heartbeat appears on its own without causing other symptoms. In these situations, the episode may be relatively minor. But when additional symptoms appear, they may indicate that the body is not receiving enough blood flow. Symptoms to watch for include dizziness, shortness of breath, chest pressure, unusual fatigue, or feeling faint. These signs suggest the heart rhythm may be interfering with circulation. If an irregular heartbeat occurs together with these symptoms, it should not be ignored. Another important clue is how often the episodes occur. A random skipped beat once every few weeks is usually not concerning. But if the irregular rhythm happens frequently, several times a week or even daily, it may point to a deeper issue with the heart's rhythm control. Frequency matters because patterns often reveal problems that isolated events do not. The body tends to repeat signals when something isn't functioning properly. Age and personal health history also play a role. Someone with known heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, or previous heart rhythm problems should be especially cautious. In these cases, irregular heartbeats may carry greater risk. Likewise, if there is a family history of serious arrhythmias or sudden cardiac events, unexplained rhythm changes deserve careful attention. Another factor many people overlook is what triggers the episode. If the irregular heartbeat consistently appears after large amounts of caffeine, alcohol, intense stress, or poor sleep, lifestyle factors may be contributing to the rhythm disturbance. Adjusting these habits sometimes reduces the episode significantly. But if the irregular rhythm appears randomly with no clear trigger, it becomes more important to evaluate it medically. One of the most useful insights is that the heart's rhythm rarely changes without a reason. The cause might be minor, such as dehydration or electrolyte imbalance. But the rhythm change can also reflect structural or electrical problems within the heart itself. That's why monitoring patterns can be extremely helpful. Keeping track of when episodes occur, how long they last, and what symptoms accompany them provides valuable information. Even simple observations such as noting the time of day, activity level, or recent food and drink can help identify patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. This type of structured awareness makes it easier for healthcare professionals to evaluate what might be happening. In some situations, medical testing becomes necessary. Doctors may use tools like electrocardiograms, heart monitors, or wearable devices to record heart rhythm over time. These tests help detect abnormalities that might not appear during a brief clinic visit. The key point is that irregular heartbeats exist on a wide spectrum. On one end are occasional harmless palpitations that many healthy people experience. On the other end are serious arrhythmias that require medical treatment. Most people fall somewhere between those extremes, which is why paying attention to patterns and symptoms matters. A useful way to think about it is through 3 simple questions. How long did the irregular rhythm last? Did other symptoms appear with it? Has it been happening repeatedly? If the answer to several of these questions raises concern, it's a good idea to speak with a healthcare professional. Your heart works continuously, every minute of every day. Small changes in its rhythm can provide early clues about your overall health. Learning how to recognize those clues can help you respond appropriately rather than reacting with unnecessary fear or ignoring something that deserves attention. If you found this explanation helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. The goal here is to break down complex health topics into clear, practical information that helps you understand how the body works, and if you want to explore the topic further, there's a useful resource linked in the description that provides additional details you can review at your own pace.